Mr. International 2010.
Ryan Terry, Great Britain.
It was more of a beauty pageant rather than a fitness competition, so there was elements which did use physique, like the swimwear around, but it was more focused on a whole package.
Mr. International 2010 goes to Great Britain!
So that was a life-changing experience for me.
The new Mr. International.
Because I was a plumber before then, that changed my life to doing that for a year. When I was doing that, it was more commercial work, so I was more appealing, smaller framed, I got more work that way. It was about 3 years ago now. It was one of my first ever photo shoots as well, so one of my first paid jobs.
No, it's fine.
So I was inexperienced and quite nervous about that. But for me, I wanted another goal after that. My passion is fitness, so to be able to compete in fitness, I had to put size on in everywhere really. So I've tried to keep the same shape, but just build on that shape. So to keep my aesthetic look, I've just tried to progress. And I think I'm roughly about 1.5 stone, which is about 10 kilograms heavier now in the last 3 years. So it's a substantial amount of weight. But it's something I enjoy and I'm happy with. The main reason for me able to put that weight on is through nutrition. My training is very similar, although I've got a new training partner for the last 3 years, which Dave Titterton, Mr. University, is a 20-stone bodybuilder. So my training's still really heavy, still like a bodybuilder, but it's the nutrition side what's changed massively in the last 3 years. Getting my head around that and getting the head around how to grow the muscle, to stay lean but still build muscle. Basically, I do everything. I train in every aspect. We don't just stick to one method because obviously the body gets used to it, the muscle gets used to it, and we always want to shock the muscle to keep it growing, to keep it guessing. So we do really heavy weeks, we'll do moderate weeks, and then we'll do very light weeks, and we'll just progress that round so we don't get used to it. It keeps the enjoyment there in training as well. So yeah, the past 2 or 3 years I've moulded, I've looked at what they wanted, and I've just trained. As I do it, I enjoy training, and it's only been this last 3 years through good sponsorship, through USN and through my nutritionist, Food Tech, which they've helped progress my physique on to stage level.
Hi, I'm Ryan Terry.
Being sponsored by one of the biggest companies in the world, sports companies in the world, obviously USN, it's changed my life massively because I've managed to travel the world, going to all big expos. Body Power is probably the biggest one for me, just because it's obviously home turf. This year just gone, that was probably one of my biggest achievements because I linked up with Body Power to be the face of it, so a lot of the posters and a lot of the branding were my images. So for me and my family to see that was a big achievement.
Can I get a picture of you guys?
People come up to me in expos and places like that. It's still very surreal because for me, I still see myself as a plumber from workshop, and I'll always think like that. So when people are asking for autographs and asking for pictures and stuff, it's very surreal, but I love it, and it makes me want to push more.
Ryan Terry.
I decided to compete this year purely off my own back. There was no pushing from sponsors or family or friends. It was just, I need a goal in life and I need a goal to work towards. And any gym goer will know that they need something to work towards, to keep them pushing, to keep them motivated. So for me this year I wanted to test myself and see if I was actually good enough. So yeah, I had a go at the UK Nationals this year, and then I'm here now, so I think I've got the bug. Right, it's the morning of the Arnold Classic show, everything I've worked towards, so I've done everything I can, and hopefully I'm dry enough and good enough for the judges later today.
So here is number 398 from the United Kingdom.
There's a lot of sacrifice you have to go through when competing, and I went to my sister's wedding in Kos, 2 weeks all inclusive, and that was only a couple of weeks ago, so there was no chance of me having a day off or being able to cheat, even on the wedding day. So it was a big sacrifice because I did miss being able to toast my sister and not have a drink on a wedding day, but she understood, everyone understood, and coming to support me in the British next week as well. So hopefully I'll do them proud.
One special announcement, we are now going to allow Ryan to turn pro. He will be the first pro UK.
Now I've seen what the body can do and how I can push myself further and further. That's what I want to do. I just keep testing myself and seeing if I can better myself every year.